Buchan desu. Welcome to Easy Anime Japanese Episode 8, Body Parts. We decided to take a break from all these crazy verb conjugations and just do something a little more straightforward. Body parts, and this is going to be a really fun one for me because I love using the body parts, and we use these every day in our house, so I know them pretty well. So you'll see a lot about how body parts are used in anime, and you'll learn a lot about the names of body parts. Before we get started, I'd like to announce that next year we've actually decided that we are going to Japan, and we are also going to the biggest anime convention in Tokyo. And it has like over 100,000 people in it. I mean, come on, that's a lot of people. So I get to speak my Japanese there, and you can see me in Japan speaking my Japanese and learning a whole bunch of stuff. So watch for that next March. So since we're talking about body parts today, we might as well start with body. So body is karada, which kind of sounds like karate, which means empty hand, fun fact. So most of our clips today are going to be from Hunter x Hunter, since that's what my dad's watching right now, so he's pulled a bunch of clips from that today. So in this first clip, the main characters in Hunter x Hunter are about to enter a fight, and there's this big, muscular-looking guy, and one of the main characters says, Suge Karada, which means amazing body. Suge Karada. To kao. So you might remember from one of the older episodes, you learned that sugoi meant amazing. And one of the more slang ways to say sugoi in Japan is to get. So you might hear that one a lot in anime. Just like urusai means noisy, sometimes people just say uruse instead of urusai. It's more slingy and it's a lot more rude. So it's like saying shut up in Japan instead of you're being kind of noisy, will you please be quiet? So starting at the top of our body, let's learn head. And head is Atama. In this clip, someone from Hunter x Hunter's dad is saying you're smart, which in Japanese you say Atama ga ii, which means you have a good head. So that's kind of how you say smart. Huh? And you hear that used a lot in anime, and I hear that used a lot too. In fact, here's another clip. In this clip is from Death Note. Ryuk is saying that Light is smart, and he says Atama ii. So now let's get to on your head, and let's start with face, which is cow. So we're going to be using the same clip we used for karada in this scene, because in the scene the first guy says suge karada, and then the second guy says to cow, which means and his face. Suge karada. To cow. And another clip from Hunter x Hunter, Hisoka and Gon are fighting, and Hisoka likes to look on Gon's face while they are fighting, so he says ikao, which in the show is translated to I like that face. It really means good face. And another clip from Death Note, Ryuk is saying he can see people's lifespan from above their face. Kao no ue. Although in the show it translates to over their heads, it really means over their face.
人間の顔を見ると、そいつの名前と寿命が顔の上に見えるんだ。
So let's start with the parts of your face. So first we'll start with me, or eyes. In Death Note, Shinigami have special eyes which allow them to see people's lifespan by looking at them, and they call them Shinigami no me, which translates to Shinigami's eyes. In this clip, Ryuk is telling Light about the Shinigami's eyes.
わかるか? 死神の目には人間
In this clip from Death Note, Ryuk says me ga chigau, which means our eyes are different. And if you remember one of our older episodes, we talked about chigau meaning different. 目が違う。それが俺とライトの欠点。 Another part of the chigao is your Hana or your nose. And a fun fact about me, my middle name is Hana, and no, my middle name does not mean nose. Hana is also flower in Japanese. So I sometimes joke with my friends about not knowing whether my middle name is nose or flower. Moving on with other parts of your face, this is mimi or ears. So the last part of the face we're going to be talking about today is Kuchi or mouth. And in this clip from Death Note, Ryuk says, I won't tell you even if you stretch my mouth wide open.
何年かはっきりわかる。もちろんそんなことは口が裂けても言えない。
Moving down the body, we get to Kubi, which means neck. In this clip from Hunter x Hunter, the butler is telling one of his henchmen to cut a girl's throat. He's just kidding, by the way.
おい、3秒経ったらそいつの首をかっきれ。Okay.
Another very interesting thing they say in Japan is kubi ni naru, which means to become a neck, and that obviously sounds very strange at first. I don't think anyone can physically become a neck. But what it actually means is to get fired. I don't know why they say kubi ni naru, to become a neck, to get fired. If any of you know why, just tell me, please. Moving down a little further, we come to kata, or shoulders. Connected to your shoulders are your ude, or your arms. In this clip from Hunter x Hunter, Gon's opponent threatens to break his arm. Listen for ude.
腕を折る。
At the end of your ude, or te, or hands. In this clip, the butler is doing one of those cool coin hand tricks where you flip a coin in your hands and someone has to guess which hand the coin's in, and they use migite and hidarite for left and right hands. Listen in this clip and you'll hear te a bunch as well as migite and hidarite.
どっち？
私は右手だ。俺は左手。
当たりは左手。これで残りは一人。
At the end of your te are yubi, or fingers. In this clip from Hunter x Hunter, the opponent that Killua is about to fight is known for having super strong grip, so they say yubi no chikara, which means finger power, which kind of sounds awkward in English because I can just imagine someone going, finger power!
その異常なまでの握力。指の力。
I don't know if we've talked about chikara before, but chikara means power. And you'll definitely hear that a lot in anime because like everyone in anime has some superpower thingy. Chikara is a really good word for you guys now. In this clip, Killua is saying that his fingers are sharper than knives. Again, listen for yubi.
動かないでね。俺の指、ナイフよりよく切れるから。
At the end of your yubi are tsume, or fingernails. And there's nothing at the end of your fingernails. In this clip from Hunter x Hunter, Killua is explaining that he can alter his fingernails from super sharp to just normal. And one of his friends says, tsume, which means fingernails. I'm like, oh my gosh, your fingernails. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
自分の肉体を操作して盗みやすくしたけど。
爪が。
すごっ。
So in Japanese, they skip a ton of words when saying something. So like in English, you might say, oh my gosh, your fingernails. Or I had no idea your fingernails could do that. Or some sort of sentence which explains how amazed you are by the person's fingernails. But in Japanese, they just say, tsume! Which would kind of be just like if your friend had this weird fingernail altering power and you said, fingernails! Now moving on back to the body, we have hara, which is stomach. In this clip, Gon is about to punch his opponent, and the opponent keeps thinking where he should protect, and he goes hara, 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 because he's thinking he has to protect his stomach.
Hara だな。じゃん。いいな。腹だぞ。腹。
Another way to talk about your stomach is onaka, which roughly translates to middle. Naka means middle. And O is just kind of a more polite way to say it. So if you want to say you're hungry, you say onaka ga suita, which means my middle became empty. And if you're full, you say onaka ga ippai, which means my middle is full. Next is knees, which are Hiza. And we don't have a card for that. Last but not least, one of the craziest Japanese body parts, if not the craziest, is Ashi, because it both means feet and legs. So you're going to only know what people are talking about by context, or if they're pointing to it. So if someone says Ashi ga itai, you have no idea if their feet hurt or their legs hurt. In this clip, Gon is knocked backwards by a super duper powerful attack, and he's saying, my arms were strong enough, but my legs weren't. Listen very carefully for Ashi, because it's kind of buried in this one.
こうで手と頭をガードしちゃったから足の踏ん張りが全然効かなかった。
So now that you know these body parts, it's going to be very helpful, and now you can actually say, I know some of the Japanese body parts. And actually, in our household, I actually do not remember the last time we said feet. We always say Ashi, or something like that. So now that you know all these words, you can sing a really well-known little song. So let me teach it to you. Atama, Kata, Hiza, Ashi, Hiza, Ashi. Atama, Kata, Hiza, Ashi, Hiza, Ashi. Me to mimi ko kuchi to hana. Atama, Kata, Hiza, Ashi, Hiza, Ashi. Yay! Watch your favorite anime, and I bet at least every other episode you'll be able to hear one of these body parts. If you have any more requests for Japanese, put them down in the comments, and we'll try not to have such a long gap in between our episodes next time. Thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Jana!